Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 3, Isolation, in which we have one of the main mysteries of this season so far is finally revealed. We know who did it, and we see the largest crowd of walkers since, like, Episode 2, Episode 3 of the series, perhaps.
Looks like Burning Man.
It was the Million Zombie March.
It was the Million
There were
Man
a lot,
March.
probably, what, 10,000, 20,000?
There were so many, which leads you to question, how the fuck did you see them?
No, they were looking at the radio. That's what makes those things so dangerous. They're texting and driving.
Here's my causal analysis. If you want to see a zombie, just futz with the radio. Just futz with some shit in your car.
That happens in the real world too. Yeah, you just look down for a minute and you wait 100,000 of them.
It was their carrot of hope because, you know, I don't know if you could hear it, but someone on the radio said, "Those who arrive survive," which is
an Eminem lyric.
Oh, I didn't hear that at all.
Well, it was in the trailer and it was very blurry in this episode. That's how I knew.
So one of the, I obviously when these episodes are done, I always read everyone's reviews, see what they thought about it. And one reviewer was like, well, they can't get to the veterinary college or whatever because the road was blocked. But it looked to me like there was a huge compound that they were congregating outside of. Maybe that was just me, but it looked like they had been drawn there perhaps by a large amount of humans or something like that.
Yeah, it seems like it. It seems like that in the distance
There's
there
a
was
fence.
a big fence and buildings.
And maybe that message that they heard was coming from there.
This better not be the veterinary compound, because when was the last time you saw a big veterinarian's office?
Maybe they deal with very large animals and they need a big fence.
That. More like a Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Veterinary Hospital.
I thought it was to be a contrast to, well, the episode's name was Isolation. And like, we were all dealing like, is it better to be alone? Is it better to be in a group? What happens when different takes on taking care of the group? And maybe it's just like the walkers kind of have that human part of their brain still where they need to be together.
Like the robots in iRobot, they congregate in the corner?
No.
Yeah. So there's a couple of different angles on this episode, but let's stick with them out there in their car. I like the way that the car got jammed up. That's the classic way. What I liked about that was finally we had another instance of, oh shit, zombies are actually a threat. We can't just cruise around the countryside.
Yeah.
You can get knocked out of your car. And you know in RPG terms that they have become high level now because they can just walk amongst the zombies killing whichever ones they want. Tyreese, apparently better with a hammer than Thor.
Pretty great.
The best in the world.
Watch your mouth.
There's no way that... Do we think he got...
Oh.
I'm affiliated with the Marvel
that's true.
world now, albeit very tangentially.
Yeah, you need to wave your hammer angrily. Do you think Tyreese got bit?
I don't know. There was some. I don't think
gore.
so. There was like goo. I think it was just goo on his back.
Miraculously.
If he didn't get bit, then I don't think the zombies are even trying anymore because he was totally swarmed.
But he was in beast mode.
Dude,
they
were at Zombie Burning Man. They're all rolling on E. They're like, oh, I don't want to bite you. I just want to touch you.
But so what's interesting though is you hear the message as you pointed out, and there's the possibility that some sort of group is there saying you can survive with us. But I think it's an interesting question. If they did find some large secure group to join up with, would that actually be a good idea for them?
I wouldn't let those...
this seems to be hinting at the next storyline from the comics.
Which we do these reviews not assuming we've read the comics.
I know, it's just the blank safe house storyline. See, there's no spoilers in there, you already know. So, or it could be hinting at the new Walking Dead spinoff.
I heard something about that in one of the reviews. I have no idea what that's supposed to be.
They don't do enough in this series to warrant a spinoff. All that stuff you do.
The next one is just pumping water.
Group.
Oh God, I hate that. I hate the formula of this happened, and then let's talk about it after. I hate that scene formula.
I don't know. I thought that this was overall a very strong episode.
You shouldn't have done that. Like, that's the beginning. I can't believe you did that. Is the beginning of every scene.
You can go, but I gotta go with you.
Yeah.
Ugh. I think that this is. I think that this is a pretty strong episode.
It wasn't that bad.
I don't know about any spin-offs or anything like that. But the main reason I asked that question was they're so used to the absolute chaos they have, but having their leadership structure that goes back and forth. If they joined up with a big group, now suddenly what? They'd be under the military, under someone like the governor. Would that actually be better for them? And we know that you can raise whatever wall you want, whatever fence you want. It's going to get taken down somehow. Whatever safe zone this is it really that safe?
I just think we need to count. If you have 250 million bullets, you can just go through the population of America if they've turned to zombies.
No, just 3 crossbows.
3 crossbows. That's the thing. Is like, gosh, Daryl, how many arrow bullets did you bring, buddy?
No, what's cool about him is he doesn't even need to shoot them anymore. He can just hit them with the crossbow.
Yeah,
and it kills them.
So good.
But yeah, still pretty badass.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the prison and talk about that, because we didn't talk about that really, or we glossed over it. So we know that Carol has admitted that she is the one who committed the murders. And then we have Tyreese kind of going back to taking Rick back to his life before this. Like, is this a world where there's murder allowed? You're a cop. So he...
And beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, well, that was weird too.
Well,
I
but
guess
first
that's
of
a man
all,
thing.
Rick never would have taken him down. That dude's like twice as big as him.
What I like about Rick is he just got punched in the face
Really
twice.
hard punches.
And he punched Tyreese. I get it. He sat over him, but Tyreese has a big black eye, and frickin' Rick's fine.
He's fine.
Remember?
Oh, I hurt my hand.
I won't be able to type.
Is anyone else like the whole Rick affect? I want him to get back to shooting people.
Well, I think this kind of, because when Carol said yes, I did it. It's supposed to. I'm
just doing my Rick impression, which is.
Because we're supposed to think about the leadership in the group, and Rick's kind of like going in and out and back and forth of his old self and his new self that's all messed up.
So you think
And
Carol
we have
did the right thing?
See,
Would you have
think-
murdered Karen and David?
okay, here's the deal.
Yes. Which one's David? They kept saying-
He was the other
Some
guy
dude.
who was killed, but
Yeah.
we don't know that much about
Right,
him.
he's just David.
I think we were fed kind of a red herring a little bit in the last episode when Beth was saying, like, what is
About the
what do
child?
we call a parent who's lost a child? And then we were thinking, oh, it's Michonne. But also you have to remember, Carol has lost a child. Carol
It's
lost
true.
her daughter Sophia, and in this episode she gained 2 new children after the man said, please take care of Lizzie and Mika like they were your own. What could be worse than losing your little girl than losing her again? So I think she's very driven by this nurturing instinct. And she killed people, but I think it's just another take on how to fight this threat, as opposed to Rick or the governor or whoever.
I wonder what the fallout is going to be from that, because if Tyreese finds out, or if he
He is
sort of
going to
intuits that Rick
kill
knows,
her.
he'll kill her in cold blood. And I don't even know that he would be wrong to do so.
Well, is Rick going to tell
I
people?
think he'd be wrong to do so.
Like, they were sick, that's all they were, and they were
Everyone's
locked
dying.
up. You could have just left them locked up in there.
Oh, I see. Well,
And that isolation unit that they have set up, I would not want to be in there for obvious reasons, but also because even the doctors, when they have to cough, they don't like use the crook. They just cough full in the face.
Yeah,
all over
that was
Herschel's
so
face.
Stupid.
Awful.
I also don't think Carol's being super responsible, because she's really, as much as she's trying to protect everyone from this illness, she is also one of the people who is going and interacting one-on-one with all these freaking
Hugging.
Yeah,
She
with these
loves
people.
the children.
But she's hugging people, and then she's going and talking to everyone else.
Herschel's making those damn mistakes too.
Herschel.
Every-
At least we gotta
yeah.
decide who will make the sacrifices for.
That was a good little speech.
That was a good speech. I like that one.
But I don't like Herschel. He dispenses the wisdom constantly. One area that I think his wisdom is off in, he goes off into the woods with the cold-blooded killer Carl, and then they find the 2 zombies that aren't really a threat, and he's like, "Don't shoot them. You don't have to." Carl has already had a history of not finishing off walkers in the woods, and it hasn't turned out well for the group.
Did they
in the
learn
past.
nothing from Dale?
Exactly. Herschel's stomach is going to get pulled open, I think. Oh, that was a brutal kill. But yeah, they looked pretty cool. The mossy one, that's one of the best
The bear
zombies so
trap
far.
one?
I
The bear
like that
trap was
one.
cool.
Bear trap. Those were 2 good zombies, and I agree that they've kind of upped the ante on the
looks.
on the looks this year.
Yeah.
But on the whole, good episode. I liked it. It's one of those things where, as I go back and recount everything that happened in the
A lot
episode,
happened.
I like it more than the actual experience of watching it. I like what they're doing. I just am not really enjoying how they do it all the time.
They make a lot of stupid decisions. I'm starting to think the third threat may not be sickness or the saboteur, but actually emotions or insanity or something. They're all making such awful decisions.
Beth going crazy. in
Right,
this
that's
most
it.
recent
It's
episode.
discipline. The lack of discipline.
Yeah.
Like, there's only so disciplined you can stay while under the constant threat of these frickin' zombies.
Yeah.
And the slow admitting that you're the frickin' gonna have to live like this for the rest of your life. Like, you want there to be a light at the end of the tunnel, but you're just gonna have to adapt.
I mean, even Tyreese basically committing suicide. Mm-hmm. Well, he thought.
He's just like, I'm too good at killing these people.
I have the good seat in the car. I don't want to get out, okay, guys? I don't want to get out.
Because next time we come back,
the
I'm
door
gonna have
was
to ride
open,
bitch.
by the way. He was surrounded by zombies. And also, speaking of surrounded by zombies, Carol, apparently the most brave person in the world, because she's fixing the water pipe or whatever, they're all around her. And she's, I got like, what, a minute? I got 2 minutes maybe?
Yeah.
That was crazy. I don't know how long you have to live in the apocalypse before you develop that kind
How
of courage.
angry were you when she knocked over the barrels?
And wasted the water?
Because first off, so here's a part in the scene where she's trying to fill a bucket and she can't do it because there's no water left. And you can see that the spigot is like 4 inches from the bottom of that barrel. If she just tilted it toward her, she'd be able to fill it. But instead, she's like, and I'm like, there's gotta be
emotions.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating.
I thought it was going to be, she opens it up. I thought blood was going to come out or something like that. They zoomed in so close on the spigot.
Yeah,
but no, didn't happen. So at this point, are we predicting that meeting up with whatever group it was, sending out that message, is that going to be like the latter half of the season?
Let's get the hell out of the prison. I'm tired of it. I'm done with it.
First of all, nobody's alive anymore. All those new people they got at the end of last season, apparently all dead now.
Mm-hmm. They're like, oh, God, we accomplished something. We got people out of this town with the governor. Mm-hmm. We got to do something with them.
Old slaughter.
I like just killing him. That's fine.
Uh-huh.
Glenn, let's talk about Glenn being sick.
Oh, that's true.
Get rid of him. Kill him.
No.
Die, Glenn, die.
No.
No, we haven't had someone die that we needed lately. You know?
You had Karen. She was pretty.
We needed her for beauty.
Glenn, he's too important, and his relationship with her is too important.
So I don't count Karen. Was that her name?
Karen.
The blonde chick?
No.
No, who died that was a blonde chick?
Andrea.
Who's the one that died? Who's Karen then?
Karen's
Karen was
girlfriend.
new. Karen was new.
Crispy Karen.
She was new. We didn't need her. Mm-hmm. They basically were like, here, I've got a girlfriend. All right, cool. Those are high stakes. Let's kill one of you.
Well, she was the person who survived the governor's massacre on the street.
That's right.
She was the one person.
She still had a 2-episode arc.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm talking about Andrea was the last person that we needed that died, right? I wasn't satisfied with the manner in which she died because she was stupid. She could have totally fought that guy off. She had one arm, and then I just was like...
She had the world's most grippy toes, but couldn't quite get it.
Yeah. And I rewatched that episode. They were just kind of shooting the shit there for a while. It's like, that guy's going to eat you.
Yeah, totally.
Do something about it.
Yeah.
I don't know, but Glenn being sick, that's a heartbreaker.
Yeah. No, I mean, he's one of the fan favorite characters, I think, after like Michonne and Daryl. Yeah, I think it would really suck if he were to die. That would affect me, I think.
Do we still need Rick, yeah?
Yeah, they're not going to kill Rick.
They can't kill Rick.
I think he's too important.
We need someone to just kind of look around and say, do you want tea? I'm crampy today.
Oh, God. I will make one further prediction. If the walkers do get into the prison, the way that they're going to get in is that apparently they have those complicated door systems and everything. You don't even need that because apparently all the fences have something you can just push through that he did to get out.
That was weird.
That seems like a big liability.
I think there might be like a clothespin holding them together.
Seriously,
just in their defense.
It was like a piece of cellophane.
You see that when Rick went out?
Yeah.
He's like,
just push it through.
They're just gonna forget about that probably.
Yeah, I guess what was the big complicated door thingy not ready to shoot that day or something?
You know what I'm fine with? Just like if they're afraid to leave the prison, you can leave people there. You know, we need to pick who we're following in this show.
Yeah.
And just ditch some of them. And then later in a later is this the last season? No, when is the last season?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
They haven't said it yet.
Okay, so in future seasons we can come back. I love when shows do that. It's like, oh my God, the whole time these people were off living on their own, and like the Merle.
Yeah, like Merle, exactly.
Yeah. I like that. Just do that.
I think that. Yeah,
I need
I
to
think
get
that
out
would
of
be
this
fun.
prison.
Yeah,
I'm already in a prison of my own emotion.
Oh.
That message wasn't that was for something. I mean, we're going to follow up on that.
Yeah.
And we will follow up in future reviews of The Walking Dead. Hope you enjoyed the episode as much as I personally did, and we will see you next week.